Welcome back to the channel. Onana has been left out of the squad. According to reports, Onana hasn't traveled with the Manchester United squad today to face Newcastle United. Onana also won't be on the bench. According to Fabrizio Romano, he says that the reason why Amorim decided not to include an Onana into the squad is because he wanted Onana to disconnect from football after a very difficult week. He informed Onana about his decision after the game against Olympic Lyon on Thursday. After that 2-2 draw, and Onana is expected to be back in the second leg of the European League game against Olympic Lyon at Old Trafford. It's time for Alte to make his Premier League debut. He has waited for the longest time. Since he was signed in 2022-2023 season, he hasn't played a single match for Manchester United in the Premier League. And it's because Onana was not being left out last season. Last season, Onana was not being rotated much. You can, if you saw it last season, Alte only played one game last season, and that was in the FA Cup when Onana went for the AFCON. After that, Alte never played. This season, at least, he played, I think, 4 games. He made the 4 appearances for Manchester United. One in the Carabao Cup, one in the FA Cup, and I think twice in the Europa League. And in those 4 games, when he was involved, we only lost one, and won three. You can see after the game against Arsenal, the FA Cup, that's where Alte was not available. It's being said that he sustained an injury. After that, he wasn't available, and since then, Onana was just alone. And you can see with the errors that he made against Olympic Lyon, it was just certain that Amorim will drop him. And I wanted Amorim just to drop him until, for the rest of the season, not only for the game against Newcastle. I think it is time for Onana just to be benched for the rest of the season. His errors is just costing us much. You can see in the Europa League, the only trophy that we are fighting so hard for, at least to be in the Champions League next season, Onana wants to cost us. Wants to cost us. I think the decision of Amorim for now not to be available against Newcastle also is the best decision. And if also Alte will be available for the game against Olympic Lyon instead of Onana, it will be also a great thing. If Alte will perform against Newcastle today and will perform better, I'm seeing him also starting against Olympic Lyon. So it's just for Alte to to show us that best performance, because if he does that, or in the game against Olympic Lyon, he will start, because this season, I think, starting from the last game of the group stage of the Europa League, I think Alte was the one was now put to be our goalkeeper in the Europa League. I think after that injury, after sustaining that injury, I think things kind of changed, but need to be back. Probably if Onana plays in the second leg and we qualify, I think starting from the semi-finals, Alte need to take over from there until the final. We saw it back when Mourinho was here, when he had David De Gea and Romero. Romero played for us in the Europa League because he was our second goalkeeper, and Mourinho needed to rotate the team. So when he played in Europa League games, he ended up and we won that title. So I think Onana being on the bench, I'll say something good. And what's the essence of having two goalkeepers? It's for you just to rotate them. If one is making some blunders, some errors, needs to be rotated. Needs to be rotated. I'm just blaming Erik Ten Hag. Last season, imagine if Alte could have been given much playing time. He could be, at least Onana couldn't have been this comfortable the way he is. He could not have been this comfortable. Last season, he was making much of errors, but Erik Ten Hag, the former coach, stick with him. Couldn't give Alte a chance, couldn't rotate and use Alte. And that's what made Onana to be much comfortable. With the Ruben Amorim available, rotation is just going to happen, and we saw it before Alte got injured. So Alte first Premier League will be a special one, and if we'll keep a clean sheet in that game and us to get a win, will be a special thing also for him. I think also will boost much of confidence knowing that at least he has played a Premier League game for Manchester United, and if we win it, I think it will be something exciting, something that also will boost his confidence, and it will be a great thing. That's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.